Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Codex After Dark. This is Comics of the Week. My name is Tim. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is the Ric Flair of comic books, Uncle Gary. And right next to him is his road manager, Dan the Kelly Art.
Dan the man.
That's right. Formerly the owner of Instagram. He left that job, took over Twitter, left that too, and now he's on the road 255 days a
Better
year.
gig. This is a better gig.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an action-packed top rope show for you tonight. I hope you are in the front row with your signs and your beer because it's going to be fucking awesome. Oops, there's the first one.
Already out of the gate.
That's the one, and now we're done. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, have a good day. Thank you for joining us at the Codex Station. We'll see you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to find us on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station. That is where we will be, your favorite social media platforms, and where we're live streaming right now. You see how much fun we're having? You could be a part of that. All you got to do is hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow. Make sure the notification bell is hit so you don't miss out on Sal drinking whatever he's drinking.
Oh, you don't.
That's his liquid courage right there.
We've caught all the socials, so you want to have it too.
That's right. And there is no cure for awesomeness at the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen. We have a website. It's under construction right now. Don't worry about the mess. It is thecodexstation.com. Head over there for some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. Sal.
95% operational.
There you go. Beautiful.
Thanks to Sal.
Intelligent.
Sal killing it.
Magically divisive Sal, please tell people where you can be found when you're not doing Codex stuff.
Well, absolutely. You can always find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner, and you can find me on Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
There you go. And Dan, I know it is tough being a road manager for the hardest of hard knocks, comic books and staples, 4-color ink.
Love that.
Syringe to vein, but please, when you're not keeping the men and women off of the hottest superstar this side of staples and paper, where can people find you?
You can check me out on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. Post there a few times a week. Go on there and give me a follow. I am close to hitting 800, so that's exciting. As I continue to march towards 1,000, which CODEX has already hit on YouTube. So. Go give me a follow and check out some of my art, some songs, and let me know what you think and what songs you want to hear next, what you want to see me draw next. And I'm getting ready to start working on the commission piece for the guy that won the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. He had an interesting request.
Can you share what that is, or do you want to save it for when you finish?
Oh, it'll be a while probably before I finish. So I messaged him and he said Hal Jordan Green Lantern and Barry Allen Flash, and I was like, all right, well, can you elaborate? I was like, because that that could be about anything. Like, do you want them flying, running, standing, what? So he said, what did he say? He said wrapping up some villains. I was like, all right, again, can you be a bit more specific? And then he gave me this like elaborate thing of them fighting with Captain Cold and Sinestro. This elaborate thing there. And then literally after he sent it to me, before I could even read it, he said, too busy, never mind. I'm not really sure. Just have them just them hanging out, having some pasta in an Italian restaurant.
That is great. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
So I said, I can do that if you want. And he said, perfect. Masks on while eating. And I'm like, all right. So I got to figure out how I'm going to, exactly what to do to have them sitting.
Power ring, chopsticks.
Powering fork,
have them sitting there eating pasta. Maybe it'll be Olive Garden. Maybe I'll have someone stand there like grating the cheese for him or something. I don't know. See if there's going to be anyone in the background or not. Like, I got to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, so it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be Flash and Green Lantern eating pasta at a restaurant.
Well, you could
That's-
have Green Lantern feeding Barry too. Now, how sweet
I
would that
did
be?
almost have the idea. I was like, maybe I'll do like a Lady in the Tramp
Lady in the Tramp.
noodle.
Uncle Gary, tell everybody where they can find you when you are not on the road with Dan, kicking ass and taking names.
That's right. Well, because Dan has been such a great road manager, I'm giving him a gift right now for his Instagram 1000. It's 1K for Dan K. See?
Woo!
There you go.
1K
Yep.
I like
for
that.
Dan K. So there we
Yeah.
go. That's our slogan. We're going with it. Woo!
We're going live, ladies and gentlemen.
And everybody, he's going to give out $1,000 to anybody that joins up with his Instagram.
Hey,
Gary's gonna give out $1,000. That's awesome.
You will-
Gary.
I'm creating an alternate account right now.
Right now, huh?
Dan K, 1K for Dan K. He gives out $1,000.
God
There you go.
almighty.
There you go. Well, you can find me at Comic Logic. We are Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. We're located in Northern Virginia. Please come see us, especially come see us tomorrow because we are having our semi-annual lot con. We have it twice a year. This is our fall lot con, and it's a little mini comic con that we set up in our parking lot. So there'll be, I believe we have 25 vendors. We'll have comic vendors. We'll have toy vendors. We will have local artists, local authors selling their wares. There's a young lady that comes that sells jewelry. We have a children's author named Jenny Ayub that has been
Nice.
published in quite a few things. So we have her there. So please come see us. You also have our store. You can walk into Comic Logic. My buddy Damian Hill will be there, Warthog Comics, and there'll be comics that you will see on the rack there that you sometimes only see in magazines or shows like this or at my house.
Who cares?
So that's where you find these things. So please come see us there. That's right. You've seen some of those things. And those two fellas have over there. Yeah, they are over there, wherever the hell they are. So
They're that way.
they're that way.
One over there.
Yeah, you're gonna get one of them somehow. Well, anyway, so come see us there, and then all of us are frequent contributors to Comic Character of the Day site, founded by our good buddy Art Stu Kevy. That's how we all made acquaintance and we met. I posted covers of the day. Dan posts questions, panels of the day. Sal's always posting, and Tim is always watching to make sure that we are minding not only our P's but our Q's, because you got to have both.
Correct.
And speaking of Q's, now's the time for us to turn it over to our wonderful moderator, the man, the legend, the late night radio DJ that gets you all the way home on those late nights when your eyes are ready to go, but he gets you that final mile home. It is Tim the Terrible.
Let me cleanse the palate. I washed my hair especially for you guys, so there you go.
Woo!
I feel
Ladies,
special already.
I
It's
hope
Saturday
so.
night, I would expect no less.
That's what he
right.
told his date why he couldn't make it out tonight because he was washing his hair.
Washing his
Washington.
hair.
I told my date, who is non-existent, I was like, listen, honey, I got a show to do tonight that I can't miss. And if I do, I just couldn't deal with the pain and torture of not showing off some awesome comic books. So let's go ahead and get this show started. I'm going to go ahead and take those reins, and we're going to go right down the line. I know I'm going to miss somebody while we're doing Marvel, DC, or Independence. So just call me out, guys, when that happens.
Everybody's
But-
waiting.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. So we are going to start the show with the hottest DC of the week. And I was out last week, so I'm going to show some stuff that you guys got, and I've got new stuff mixed in there. But first things first, let's go with this beautiful C cover for Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong. Uncle Gary, I think this is the one that you got.
Yes, it is. Good
Ooh, yeah,
choice.
that's awesome.
Great minds think alike, my
I
friend.
picked it because of Dr. Fate right in the center.
And you got the Spectre up top
Yep, right here.
got
Batman coming in. And
and the Atom. You even have the Atom in there.
where, is he in
I
there?
think. Isn't the Atom in there at the bottom?
Oh,
Or is
he
that the other
is.
guy?
Nope,
Yep.
you're right. He's right there.
Yep.
This cover is so busy and so gorgeous, and it is the popcorn slugfest that I can't wait for it to be.
Absolutely.
There is that. Next, we have Superman #7, and I got the DNA awesome cover. Take a look at this.
Yes,
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
that's
great
awesome.
cover.
Ooh, love it. As soon as I saw it, I said, Dan, I love your catchphrase. It's coming home with me. So
Uh-huh.
Got that. I also got this one I missed out on the week of release, and I'm glad that it stuck around in the shop because I got the Capullo variant, and this looks wonderful.
Oh, that's great. I love the
Nice.
sun behind them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
dude, this is perfect. This is getting slabbed. This is a display book all the way.
I
And then
approve.
right on. And then I got the foil Jim Lee tribute cover for Superman 608. Pick that up. too.
Nice.
Can't go
Got
wrong
that
there.
coming too.
No. And I want to get that second print Wonder Woman or whatever it is to complete the Trinity picture.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That I want to do. Next we have, I haven't read the first issue yet, but I want to read this. So this is huge on my to read list. This is Green Lantern War Journal, issue number 2. This
That's
is
been good.
yeah, look
Yep.
at the variant.
Phil
That's
Kennedy
the
Johnson.
the artist spotlight for Gabrielle Delato.
That is a great cover.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it. Next, we have one of my top DC titles right now. This book is just an intense amount of fun, and this is Hawk Girl number 4. Love the A
Yep.
cover, and I got the B cover too. I get the B cover
Nice.
for every issue.
Nice.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
gorgeous.
That's great.
Another one on my top 5 DC reading list, Catwoman number 58, DNA cover again. He's killing it with these mains. And then Gary, you had this one last week too. And this is another artist spotlight for Gabrielle Delato. This is Catwoman number 58.
That is a
Love
great
it.
cover.
Yeah.
One, I think this is on the short list for top covers of the year for me.
I think so too. That cover tells
Yeah.
you it's time to read Catwoman.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is a little after 12 on there. Almost where we
That
are.
cover's right twice a day.
That is
Yes,
correct.
indeed.
Next is the long read for DC. These I think are better waiting for trades, but definitely get the singles. This is Detective Comics 1075. Love the
Mhm.
cover on that.
Yeah.
Really too.
It's just a heavy, long read, and I'm just waiting for each storyline to finish before I read those stories. This one, controversial title. It's got people kind of split down the middle. I don't understand why. I mean, I do because of Tom King, but it's Wonder Woman, so it's awesome. This is issue number 2. I love the cover.
I do too.
I think the cover is amazing.
There's a Virgin cover of that too. That was pretty amazing.
I would love to get that. This is in my top tier DC reading. That's Green Arrow number 5. Absolutely enjoy that.
Phil Hester cover.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Williamson is killing it.
I love that all the different Green Arrow costumes.
And even the earliest iteration of Green Arrow has the color dots on
Yeah.
his face. I thought that was an awesome touch. The B cover looks absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
cool.
I love that. Then we've got some awesome Power Girl sweetness, and this is my last bit for DC, and this is issue number 2. This is the B cover.
Oh, nice.
Nice profile.
I love that. Profile aside, just the whole this right here, I think is gorgeous. Usually,
Oh, there's something else on the cover besides her?
There
Oh,
is, yeah.
Okay.
There's some sun and stars and even a moon, but you only see Superman
Oh,
like
the
this, and
moon.
it's cool to see. Yeah, the moon's right there, or right there. There you go. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got for DC. Sal, what about you, good sir?
For DC, all right, so let's get to the DC stack. Here we go. All right, for DC, we got starting off with Alan Scott Green Lantern.
We talked about that a little
Yep.
bit in the pre-show.
Yes, sir, we did. I
Yeah.
also got the Detective Comics
All right.
and picked up the Gotham War number 2.
Nice. I didn't know that was out. That's one I missed.
Okay,
It's the
Red Hood.
Yeah.
Red Hood. Yep,
Red Hood Gotham War too.
yep, that's correct. The Red Hood one. So this is Steelworks number 5.
Great cover.
Oh,
And this stock on this paper is really heavy and really nice. It
yeah.
holds up on there.
Is it
Uh,
9.8
it's
heavy and
further
9.8
to-
nice?
It's 9.8 nice.
That's why
Slash number
DC
2.
charges a $1 more for them than the other ones.
No,
Yeah, that's true. So that's Flash number 2.
that's a good cover. I dig that.
That's a bad monkey.
I know. And I'm a sucker for foil, so here is Wonder Woman.
Oh, you got it.
Tim, he's completed you.
Oh man, he does complete me on a daily
Well,
basis.
Can't really see it with the glare, but
Oh, that
trust me,
looks
ladies
so
and
good,
gentlemen,
though.
it's a foil cover. And then I picked up this Amazon's Attack #1
Oh,
because it was right behind the foil. And when I picked it up, I went, ooh,
wow.
all
that's
right, well,
wonderful.
that looks interesting as well. Let's pick that up. That
Foiled
is
again.
my DC stack.
Nice. All right. Well, Uncle Gary, why don't you go ahead and enlighten us on some DC goodness?
Oh, we got that great detective cover.
Look
Looks
at
familiar.
that.
Love it. Yeah, it does. You know what I even like better than that? I like what Kelly Jones is doing.
Aha.
Look at that in the street lights. Yeah, love
He's
it. But
doing
snow.
awesome on those variants.
I absolutely dig it. I think the really action is a really cool cover.
Hey, so I heard something about that. Have you read that yet?
I have not read this issue yet, but I know Philip Kennedy Johnson's leaving the book, my buddy. So
Yeah.
so
what
he's
I've heard is that it's reminiscent of a War World. They're kind of circling back around to that again.
okay. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good to
Yeah.
me. Also got the Wonder Woman.
There we go.
Very good.
And Tim, Sal didn't complete you. I can
Oh.
sure as hell complete you.
Oh, both of you.
That's right. Getting double teamed, baby. So,
Jeez.
did you
We're gonna
not
be high
have?
fiving, tagging in, and tagging out.
Yeah,
I
there you
did.
go.
We did not get one in the shop.
Okay, so if I see one tomorrow, if we have one left tomorrow, do you want me to snag it?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll look. I can't.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
promise, but I will look tomorrow.
I would be. Yeah.
I was thinking about getting it, and Sal got the only one that they had on the shelf in our shop.
That's what he does. That's why he's Sal, the slab guy. Listen,
That's what I get for getting to the shop 2 minutes after him.
listen.
Dude, you
if
were
you
like
took
20
that
minutes.
book, if you took that book and he wanted it, you don't think there'd be a bunch of Italians after you?
Yo, Dan, if you take that book, it's going to be
Yo.
a hard day for you.
Dan, I thought you were a
You
friend of
need
ours.
one in a
It's
minute.
not a friend of ours. We got some friends that take care of you. Yeah.
Are you
That's right.
disrespecting my family?
I am not disrespecting your family. I'm in awe of your family.
Looks like we're on a unionized meal break, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
It's
right.
Hey, do you know? Do you guys? Do you know? Since it's almost Halloween, do you know what you call an Italian ghost?
No.
A gabagool.
Gary, continue, please.
So, you know what, Dan? There's gonna be somebody knocking on your door from the Italian Defamation League. All right. Yeah. Here's our Wonder Woman trick or treat.
Sal's out. He just.
Sal's out.
I
So we'll
love
bring it
those
back.
covers. They look so good.
They are sweet. They're sweet. The little trick or treat covers. I don't know the artist. Wait a minute. You know what? That's what we have glasses for.
That's what we have Sal for. Sal, could you find out who the artist is?
He's about to find out. He'll probably
Oh.
find out faster than me.
Fair enough.
Because I did not pick up any of the trick or treat covers.
Let me take a look while you're digging through.
Well, I don't know. I don't see it.
I got you.
Hold
I
on.
got you.
I'm looking it up.
I think it's a gal that does it. I think it's a gal. Here's the Flash. Cool cover.
I like that cover. I thought that cover was pretty awesome.
Siege of the Stillness. So we like that.
Chrissy Zulu Umgat.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
Uminga.
Power Girl. Power
Pronounced that
Girl
wrong.
cover.
A
Wanted to
cover
bend
looks
over?
pretty good.
Wanted to bend over. Oh.
Window of opportunity.
Yeah.
If you want to look up a good Power Girl cover, there's a one shot for her that's coming out in January called Power Girl Uncovered. Go look at the cover for the D variant.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Is it
Go
a D
ahead.
variant or a double D variant?
Wow.
I was gonna say it's a double D variant.
That
Well,
didn't take long.
You take a look at the cover and you tell me.
Tim,
Let's go
I'm
previews.
looking.
Tim, when they tee them up, you got to hit them out, right?
Oh my god.
So
All
let me
right.
know when you find it.
Okay. Well,
I'm looking it up.
Go ahead, Gary. Continue.
There's our Green Arrow. And you know what? I never looked at it close enough to notice the dots on the original Green Arrow. That is a cool.
Isn't that a neat little thing?
Yep. Batman, Catwoman. I mean, the Batman Catwoman War with the Red Hood issue. What Bats is doing to Red Hood is not cool. For just those of you that don't know, it's not cool. I'm really digging this Batman Beyond Neo Gotham title. I'm really liking it. So
I like the artwork on it, but it's just there's so much Batman out there that one I always overlook every week.
Right, there's a cool story that ties into a mainstream DC character many years in the future. That's kind of neat. Now,
and that D variant looks pretty awesome.
I thought you would like that.
Would somebody send me a picture of that?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, this is a facsimile of a book I don't own and I'll never get to own. I do have a Golden Age All-American. It's number 31, but this is number 16, which is the first Green Lantern. And this is so cool. And again, I encourage people to pick these things up because you will never own an original. Then this book is exactly as the original is with the ads and all the other stories. Look, there's a Mutt and Jeff cartoon in here. All these things. The only thing that's different is the size is different. It's still the same number of pages, but the larger, the old comics were almost magazine sized. That's how big they were.
Yeah.
But this is, look at the back cover. Come on, man. This is comic history for a few dollars. What we all say, the cup of coffee you can get. Comic history, man.
Price of a cup of coffee.
That's right. So it's important. All right. I got the new Penguin issue. I really like the first one, so I'm looking forward to, or the first two. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one is. Beast Boy.
Right on.
Yep. Titans. I got a Harley Quinn cover that I think is pretty damn sexy.
Oh, we did get that, but somebody
else.
That's
the Delato. That's Delato.
Yeah, cover. That's a good cover.
Yeah, they also had a really cool Action Delato and Wonder Woman of him, and they kind of connected. Not really. It was interesting. They were all tearing up machinery, and it seemed like it kind of connected. And then the last one I got is another little cute Trick or Treat Harley Quinn cover.
The Harley Quinn
with her little hyenas, and they're looking over her Trick or Treat loot. So I don't know why I'm getting these. I'm a freaking idiot. These variant covers are killing me.
Those covers are amazing.
They're cute. They're cute. I have all the trick-or-treaters. The only one I missed was the daggone Batman one, unfortunately. So,
Now,
so
when you get the variant covers like that, where it's like a series of all that, when you're putting your stuff away in the collection, do you take those and just keep them in with whatever book they go with, or do you keep them separate so you could say, oh, here's all of the trick-or-treater covers, or like here's all those George Perez variants that they did for that? Like
when it's a special set like that, I'll keep them together. It's like I have all the Alex Ross Timeless covers together. I have all the Darwin Cook covers when they did about 5 years ago or so, when he did the whole DC line of alternate covers. I have all those together, and sometimes I'll display them up top where I have all the the horror covers. So sometimes I'll put them out. So that's what I do. I put them together because they belong together, I think.
I'm the opposite. I put them in with their series.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
There's no wrong answer to there's no wrong answer to how you choose to curate your collection. So that's valid, buddy.
That's so true.
Absolutely valid.
Well,
I'm not disagreeing with Sal because I don't want the Italian Defamation League to knock on my door.
Speaking of curation, curate this last little bit of DC and we'll move on to some independents.
He doesn't want to be haunted by the gabagools.
There we go. There we go.
No, I was just curious because like the 86 portrait covers, like I pulled all those out.
Oh my god.
Have them separate. And
double D's.
He's looking at the picture I sent him with the power.
Gary, send it to me. Gary, send it. I gotta see it now. Gary, send it to me.
Go ahead, Dan. While they're
Gary's gonna be showing up the shop tomorrow. I want to reserve 10 copies of this.
Don't give none to Sal.
I think I read the description. I think the book is only like, I don't think it's stories. I think it's just Power Girl covers that are in the
Wow.
book.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do some DC covers
All
right
right.
now.
So I also got the Red Hood Gotham War. I bought this by mistake because I thought it was the Gotham War issue 2. So I'll have to go back and buy the Red Hood issue 1 for it now. Because I wasn't going to buy any of the offshoots. I was just going to read what was in the books that I already got.
Just return it. Just be like, yeah, this wasn't what I wanted.
Nah, I don't want to be that guy. Like I'm if it's something they put in by mistake, whatever. But like, you know,
Fair enough.
I picked it up off the shelf, but like, oh yeah,
This didn't fit my car. Can I have something different?
I'll just buy the first issue. I probably should read it anyways because I'm reading the story. So.
There you go.
So I also got the new Detective Comics.
Nice.
With the sad Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Since they finally decided to put some of these issues out again, got Fables 160.
Oh.
There you go.
For the continued battle that goes on between between DC and Williamson.
Support the company.
Yeah. Got Flash number 2.
Good book.
Nice.
Good cover.
Once again, that cover's amazing.
I love it.
It is a cool cover.
It's very flashy.
Like Tim also, and you guys and Gary too also.
Yeah.
Green Arrow number 5.
Stay down, Oliver.
Yeah. I got Hawk Girl number 4.
Nice.
Power Girl number 2.
Also
nice.
Yep.
Digging the Gary Frank covers. The interior artwork is decent enough, but seeing the Gary Frank covers makes me wish he was the interior artist as well. But I mean, that's pretty much on anything he's going to do a cover for. Superman number 7.
Yep, that's the A cover.
Or Legacy number, if it'll focus, 850.
Wow.
Which I'm surprised they kind of glossed over that, because I mean 850.
Well, they've got it in big lettering on the bottom right corner.
Oh, did they? Oh, yep, I didn't see. I didn't even notice that.
It's big.
That's how observant I am. Titans number 4.
There you go.
Like it.
Green Lantern, Alan Scott Green Lantern number 1.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that after you read it.
Yeah, I'm still behind. I'm weeks behind, but I'm trying to power through everything. So I missed getting the Superman foil and I missed getting the Wonder Woman foil, but I did get the Alan Scott Green Lantern foil.
Hey, look at that!
Nice.
I almost got the Flash one last week. I didn't because I didn't even realize that they were doing foils for all the issue 1s, and now I'm looking at the back of this. I have fingerprints all over it.
Yeah.
But, I didn't even realize they were doing it because the Sandman one was sold out before I even got to the shop, and and the colors were kind of muted on the Jay Garrick Flash one, so I didn't pick it up. But I was like, that's a cool cover. That's gonna look
right
nice.
on.
So
is that all you got
for me for DC this week?
All right, fantastic. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and dive into some beautiful independents. So picking up these for my son. These are on my pull list for him. As soon as I hand them to him when he comes for the weekend, these are the first things he reads. So we got Rick and Morty number 10.
Nice.
Got that for him. And one of the mini series, Rick and Morty, Heart of Rickness. I love this cover. Tell me if you recognize it, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. I recognize it right away.
Lord of the Rings reference. There you go.
That's the Return of the King book part.
Yeah, exactly. And I love it. As soon as I saw that, the A cover kind of sucked. I didn't like the way the A cover looked. And I saw this one. I was like, yeah, he'll dig that.
I'll say this about the show, too. They did a great job replacing Justin Roiland because the guys they found to be the new voice of Rick, the new voice of Morty, and the new voice of the other characters he did, like Mr. Poopy Pants and all, they sound exactly like he sounded. So,
that's wonderful. Awesome voice actors.
Yeah, so they did a good job. They did a good job finding people to take his spot.
Nice. I got two more independents, and then we'll move right along. This I think is top tier image right now. This is Void Rivals number 5. Haven't read it yet, but I am very curious to see who that is.
Yep.
So super excited about this one. If you're not reading it, ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend you jump on it. And this one is top tier independent right now too. And this is Conan the Barbarian. This is issue number 4. There's a gentleman that comes into my shop on a weekly basis. His name's Scott Farmer. Scott, if you're watching this, dude, I love the conversations you and I have about this book. It is absolutely fantastic. If you're not reading it, Gary, you might remember like the Prince Valiant stuff in the newspaper. You remember that? It's
Still
got
is
that.
in the newspaper.
Oh, that's even better. It's
Yep.
got that kind of feel to it visually, and the story is just so amazing.
I've looked at this stuff, and this is like the classic
Yeah.
Buscema Conan, that it seems that he is really emulating that style.
This Conan is amazing. It's wonderful. It is an adult story, and it is very rich fantasy. And me, as someone who hasn't read a whole lot of the Marvel stuff, or when he was with Dark Horse, or even any of the other publishing houses, this I felt very comfortable coming in and getting started with the rudimentary Conan knowledge I have, and I fell right in line. It's absolutely wonderful. So
One of the most ridiculous Avengers teams ever, I thought, was Savage Avengers, but it was good. It was better than the regular title at the time, where I thought Jason Aaron, whatever they're doing with the Celestials and all that. Savage Avengers was really good, and Conan in that book was incredible.
I saw the issue the other day where it said, like, the title on the cover is Dinner with Doom, and I almost picked it up specifically for that whole page spread where he sits there and basically tells Doom he's a moron. I wanted to get it, but I didn't. I think I might get it next week. But let's go ahead and move forward. Sal, what do you got for Independence this week, buddy?
All right. I'm gonna echo what you said about Void Rivals.
Yes.
I have read this. This was good. This was definitely a good read.
Nice.
I'm not spoiling anything for you.
Are you loving how the story is progressing?
Yeah, I am.
It's moving right along.
Yep.
Yeah,
They also have a short story in the back with G.I. Joe.
Oh, that's even better. And the cameos for the Transformers that show up in there are wonderful. Dan, I think you were the one that figured out who that Warthog guy was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Continue, Sal.
Yeah, they're doing some deep dives on some of the characters.
Yeah.
They are.
Like, it was cool, too, when it had the Quintesson show that it wasn't like, it wasn't one of the ones that you would think it would be.
Yeah.
Right. So next up is, now these next 3 were all recommended to me from the shop from the guy, Travis. First one is Legacy of Violence.
Ooh, that
I've
looks
not read it
very
yet, but
interesting.
But it looks like a Ghost Rider type of guy, and I was like, well, that looks pretty good. Next one up is Dracula.
Wow. Is that Skybound?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, it is. And my last one is Drive Like Hell.
Wow, that's even cooler.
Cool cover.
I did read this one. I don't particularly care for the artwork so much. It's kind of meh, but
fair enough.
It was interesting enough for me to say, okay, we'll take a look at issue 2.
All right. Well,
that's
Dan,
my independent.
All right, Dan, what do you got for Independence this week, buddy?
All right, I got Firepower number 28. What'd you say?
It looks
Firepower.
Yeah, it's a cool It's Robert Kirkman and Chris Samney. I got Radiant Black 26.5. Waiting on the other ones since they're doing two versions of each issue right now. They shorted the shop on the other one, so I'm waiting for that to come in. Something is Killing the Children, number 34.
Right on.
I also got Void Rivals, number 5.
Yeah.
like Sal, I also got Dracula #1, though it was I got the different cover. I got the A
Ooh.
cover.
Love that cover.
Yep, same team that's been doing same writer and artist from Department of Truth.
Tinian?
Yeah, it's Tinian and it's Martin Simmons, the artist from Department of Truth that's doing the art on it.
I have my
You can see some
neighbor.
of the
Oh, that's awesome. I have my neighbor who lives next door to me. He doesn't read comic books, barely picked any up in his life. I handed him the first 2 volumes of Department of Truth, and he ran through both of those while he was at the laundromat the other day. Like, Tim, this is amazing. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I've got 2 more volumes for you to read when you're done. He loved it. He thought it was great.
Well, yeah, this is by them, which I guess is why there's been kind of a pause on Department of Truth. But
Right on.
yeah, Travis at the shop, shout out to him, was telling us how they're going to do this whole shared universe of like the old Universal monsters. So they're going to do like Dracula and
Where
Frankenstein
werewolf.
monster, yeah, Wolfman, like all that. So
Wolfman.
this is just this is just the first one in that. So it's a good spot to jump on before it really
Nice.
gets going.
Yep.
Also got Big Game #4.
Right on.
Again, like I said, if you like the Mark Millar books, this is a book that you definitely want to get out. It's a sequel to his series Wanted, which they made the movie of, which was very different from the series. But it's a sequel to that, but it ties in all of these other books that he's done.
Kick-Ass and
Kick-Ass, The Ambassadors,
yeah.
Huck, the Night Tribe, I can't
Nemesis.
even think of it, literally, what?
Is it Nemesis or whatever it is?
Yeah, Nemesis.
Yeah.
The Chrononauts. Like it's just tying everything in the magic order that everybody's showing up throughout it.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. Most of them are dying horrific deaths.
Wow.
Horrific graphic deaths, but they're there.
All right.
Some longer than others. And then the last indie I got is Edenwood #1.
Oh, that looks nice.
Full cover.
Yeah, I saw it sitting on the shelf, and I was like, "Oh, Tony Daniel, I like him." I was flipping through it, and I asked Travis if he heard anything about it. He said he wasn't really sure about the book itself, but how good. Like he hadn't read the issue, but Tony Daniel said he had like what did he say, Sal? That he had like 8 years planned. That he wanted to have it going for like 8 years, like
years or something. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of following the Robert Kirkman Walking Dead kind of run. So I was like, you know what? I like Tony Daniel, so I'll pick up the issue, and if it's good, I'll check out the second one, and we'll see where it goes.
All right. Well, let's see where Uncle Gary goes with his independence.
All
Gonna be
right.
pretty quick.
Oh, okay. Take your time.
There's only one. Nobody's had it. New Bern.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Crime noir. Love it. By
Nice.
Zdarsky and Phillips. But New Bern.
Nice.
That's it. It's
Is
just
that
all
an
right.
ongoing book?
Say
That's
it
ongoing,
again.
right?
Say it
That's
again,
it.
Dan.
I said that's an ongoing book, right? It's not a
it's an ongoing. It's the 12th issue. They've done one trade on it. But
all right. Yeah,
like
I
I
had
said,
I had picked up the first couple issues, but then I got to a spot where money was tight, and I had to like drop some books I was reading, and that was one of the ones.
it's definitely a book that it really benefits from reading them, like from the trade or whatever, because the stories, the connectivity of it, and the characters you have to keep straight and all that. With
Better as a completed piece than
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into some beautiful and scary Marvel books that we have for this week. And I will go ahead and get us started. Got a nice little stack. So we're just going to go with what I am super excited to read. And that is Marvel Zombies, Black, White, and Blood. Look at this. Oh, my God. Some of these other covers that were the B cover is more disgusting than this. Man, these covers look amazing. I can't wait to get into parental advisory, not for kids. Absolutely wonderful.
No,
And
I've read it. I've read it, and it's not.
it's not for kids at all.
not for kids.
Well, seeing Garth Ennis's name on here definitely tells me that that is the case.
Oh, did Ennis write that?
He's got some writing
Yeah.
credits
Okay.
up here, so
Wow.
He's got the first. It's a bunch of short stories, and it's has the first one.
that's
Okay.
wonderful. And the fact that it's not a one shot makes it even better. All right. So moving forward, we have the continuation of the Dark Droids series, which I haven't read. I'm waiting for everything to come out before I read it in one big chunk. This is Dark Droids D Squad number 2. I dig it. I like the Star Wars stuff. Love the covers, and I think the artwork is really, really awesome. So I'm anxious for when the story is finished, so that way I can check it out. Moving forward, I got this because the regular issue is out of my reach money-wise right now. So I'll stick with Facsimile. This is Uncanny X-Men 129.
Nice.
So yeah.
First kitty.
That's
Yep.
right. And Emma Frost and Hellfire Club, too, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yep, you are correct, sir.
Like Uncle Gary said, guys, if the regular
Yep.
copies are out of your wheelhouse, these definitely are not. They're $3.99. You can't pass that up. And the stories in there are amazing. So don't sit on that. Next, we have Predator vs. Wolverine number 2. The A cover was really cool because Sabretooth and Maverick are on there. But the B cover looked amazing, so I had to get that.
That's a great
That's
cover.
awesome. Yep.
Love this cover. This cover is awesome. And I know this is a slugfest too, and I can't wait to read it.
More
Next,
of a slash fest.
yes.
Slash for that. More like a slash fest, yeah.
If you guys remember a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, you were talking about Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos. Remember that?
Yes.
Well, I got my copy.
There you go.
Did you read it?
Not yet. I'm going to read it tomorrow when I have my coffee. This is on the top of the list. So after I read it, you guys know I'll text you in the morning and be like, "Okay, this was amazing."
It was
So-
actually pretty good. It's out of continuity too. So
That's perfect.
That's
it
right.
doesn't really say that on there. I think on the cover, but it lets you know inside it's out of continuity.
I'm excited to check it out. So next we have Daredevil number 2. And after I read this when I read issue 1, I was kind of on the fence, right? Because following Zdarsky is incredibly difficult, and I do not envy anybody that has to do that. So Ahmed Kuder and Abertov, who are the creative team on this now, with issue 2, if you were on the fence about it, read issue 2 because I think that will seal the deal. It's not a Zdarsky feel, but they're not completely ignoring everything that happened in the Zdarsky run. They're kind of doing their own thing, but it works. And the artwork through issue 1 had a little bit of a hard time getting around. But issue 2, I'm very comfortable with it, and the story itself is really awesome. So don't sit on the fence about this one either. Go check it out. Read issue 1, read issue 2 for sure, because issue 2 really kind of sets the mood, and it's really awesome. And the John Romita Jr. cover is pretty cool too. So there is that. Next, we have the last issue of Hickman's epic Ultimate Invasion. Ultimate Spider-Man is going to be fantastic. If you haven't seen the news, finally, Peter Parker and Mary Jane are going to have children. They're going to be married, have a happy life, happy wife, and he got his powers when he was an adult. Editorial for The Amazing Spider-Man. You need to fire Zeb Wells and do this. So
What?
there's that.
How
yeah,
could you fire Zeb Wells? Come on.
but I got that.
That's
kind
cool
of a big
cover.
spoiler. Yeah,
It
Gary,
is.
your camera is off, by the way. Or it's
Camera's
covered.
off.
Yeah. But Ultimate Invasion number 4, that is Tony Stark or Howard Stark in there, and he is the king of this Ultimate universe, and that's pretty sweet. So yeah. Next we have
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, but
Wait,
it's
I
been
don't-
out
I
for a
don't
while.
think- Wait, I read that one. I don't think that they didn't say that Howard was Kang, did they? He was.
I
Howard
believe
was-
so.
I say Howard was Iron Man in that, but I don't think that they really came out and said who Kang was, right? Like they kind of intimated, but
I will read it
thought they
again.
intimated that Kang was Tony.
I could have misspoken. So if I did, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
might have
not
to
a
read it again.
spoiler. Yeah, me too. And moving forward, Moon Knight number 28, top tier Marvel, ladies and gentlemen. You need to check this out because spoiler alert on this one, he's gonna die. So oops. Yeah.
He's gonna die.
The last days of Moon Knight.
And then he's gonna come back as a mutant.
Yeah, exactly. But you need to read it. It's absolutely wonderful. Also with that, Moon Knight number 28, I got the B cover. This is the Lee Inhyuk variant, and this is absolutely wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Next we have this Uncle Gary and I think is an amazing series. It's absolutely wonderful. This is the Incredible Hulk number 5, and I have the variant for that. This is the C variant, and take a look at that cover.
Oh,
That's cool. I love it.
Love that cover.
Yeah, I love
cover
that.
Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. This is reminiscent of what is it? Incredible Hulk 104, right? When he's holding the words up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
That's annual. It's an annual.
Yeah. But instead of that, he's kind of trapped in that box right there. Dig it. Gary, the lack of visuals makes the noises you're making even better. So just putting that out there. Next, I've got 2 more. This is the Sensational She-Hulk number 1. Same creative team, just new title. If you're not reading this, I recommend that too. This is lighthearted fun. It's absolutely fantastic. Top tier Marvel. And this is the type of book that you need to read when you think comic books should be fun. This is exactly that. I absolutely 100% enjoy it. And to finish my Marvel, let me show you this gorgeous 1 in 50 She-Hulk. Take a peek at this.
Is this
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's nice.
Oh, that is so
She's punching the
wonderful.
screen. Is the screen like cracking like a TV screen?
Yeah, so breaking the fourth wall.
Yep.
There you go. Absolutely amazing. I dig the crap out of it. Gary had to drop out for a minute. I know all those comics are super awesome. So he'll be back shortly, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, he's coming in right now.
There we go. Oh,
there
his
he
camera
is.
was on. There it is.
I will help Gary get things fixed, but while we're doing that, Sal, why don't you go ahead and show us some awesome Mighty Marvel?
Yes. All right. So first up, we got Hallows Eve number 1.
Ongoing or mini?
I believe this is going to be an ongoing. So, but someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that. The last part was a mini, so I think this is going to be her ongoing. And I've read this; it's really good, and I love how she could pull masks out of her bag and or duplicate or inherit those powers of that person that she's imitating. And she pulls out a cap mask, and she becomes like a Captain America Hallows Eve, and she's saving some kids, and she's speaking like Captain America. She's like, "Here you go, citizen. I've saved you, citizen." And in her mind, she's going, "Why am I talking like this?" You know?
Oh my God!
So,
before you go any further, Sapphire says, "Good morning," which it is. We're 17 minutes into it.
Oh,
but
we are. Damn.
His next comment, I don't quite know how to take, so I hope you guys can help me with this. Gary, you especially. His back is destroyed. So
maybe that was getting his books ready for the LotCon tomorrow.
Well, my mind immediately went deep into the gutter. So yeah, there we go.
All right. So next up is
never mind.
Amazing Spider-Man number 36.
Sorry, I threw up.
Not going to say anymore. We're just going to move on. We're just going to move on because of Tim's disgust.
If you got the variant with John Romita Jr., that cover actually looks pretty cool.
That cover is awesome.
I'll have a ton of my variants when I get my HCC pool. So
right on.
All right. Next up is Zombies.
There you go.
1.
Amazing.
And I read this. That was really good. So
I'm gonna read that tomorrow too.
All right, so I found this on the shelf. It was a new book that I have missed, Realm of X.
Ooh,
And Maro is one of my favorite bad guys, bad girls, I should say. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to get that. And I'm like,
nice.
I saw it actually has a 3. And Travis, good guy that he is, he goes, I found issue 2 at the other shop. I'll have it sent down to here, and so you can pick it up next time.
Ooh,
So-
interesting.
All right, so we got Alpha Flight number 3.
Right on. That I found out is a mini series. Like it's only going
Okay.
6 issues, right?
Yeah, 6. I
Yeah.
believe it's 6. Next is one of my hot Marvel titles of the month, Uncanny Spider-Man.
Wow.
So
Is that
All
going
the
to be
good.
a series?
I
This,
believe so, yeah.
yeah. Next one up is Predator Wolverine number 2.
That's the cover. The A
Yep.
looks so awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Got Uncanny Avengers number 3. Looks like Deadpool has a hole blown through his stomach or his back and everything else.
All right, I have a question about that. If you can answer.
Go ahead.
So I read those 2 Wolverine issues, the 37 and 38, because you said to get 30. There's one panel in 38 that made me laugh out loud that I'm going to put on random panel of the day at some point.
Okay.
But reading it, I had a very vague idea of what's going on in X-Men. Like I know about the stuff with Orcus that they
Right.
did all this stuff and then framed the X-Men for it. And I had read something else. I think it was an Uncanny Spider-Man 1 where they said for every X-Man they find on Earth, they're going to kill 10 regular people.
Right.
So-
Wow.
How are they getting away having this Uncanny Avengers team operating when in the open when they're all X-Men?
So that's a very good question. Some of the X-Men or some of the mutants, I'll say, in general, are masked or a way to cover their identity as a mutant to the Sentinels. First, and it's different reasons for each mutant that or what they're doing or how they're being masked, so they can't see or identify them as mutants.
But so is the Uncanny Avengers not operating in public? Because even if they're masked from the robots, people would be like, "Oh, well, that's Deadpool. That's Rogue. That we know who that is."
Right. As far as I know, they're not operating in public. I haven't read 3 yet, so
Okay. And
I
then
don't
my
know
other
exactly.
question is, I saw something in Wolverine where they were referred to as Stark Sentinels. So did Tony Stark just build a bunch of Sentinels and be like, "F you"?
he did not. He did not, but his Stark technology was stolen and taken and built into the Sentinels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Because him and the White Queen are trying to figure out how to take back those Sentinels or destroy them
Okay.
in the Iron Man ongoing right now. So
All right, because I was reading that in Wolverine. I was like, I have a vague idea of what's going on with X-Men, but
Yep.
I wasn't sure about this.
Yep. Okay, next up is Dark X-Men number 3.
Oh,
That's a cool cover.
It is. And now this is the Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor, running this team. And then we
Wow.
have Captain America number 2.
Nice.
Of course, it's got Spidey on it, so I had to take that one.
that's classic right
Yep.
there.
I believe this is a variant cover. Let me see which one it is. No, this is actually the first cover. This is cover
That's
A.
the A cover. That's the A
That's
cover.
Yeah.
great.
And Tim, you're going to love this one. We got Captain Marvel, the DNA,
That's
The
really
negative
the
space.
negative space variant.
Is that
Eh.
DNA?
It's
I
either
don't-
DNA
I
or
don't think it is.
Nakayama. It doesn't say it's DNA. How about that?
Yeah,
What
I
does
don't
it
think
say?
I don't think it's DNA, but that is the negative space variant, and it looks absolutely wonderful.
I'll have to look that up, but I thought it was DNA, but I am wrong. Oh, nope, it's David Nakayama. Okay, so he does negative variants, negative space variants. I have an Iron Man with him. I have a Storm
Mhm.
variant cover with him with his negative space. So
Nice.
they're
That looks great.
very similar in their negative space drawings.
Yeah, DNA did the foil for Captain Marvel.
Oh, and speaking of foil for Captain Marvel,
There it
There you
is.
Nice segue.
there we go.
Yeah,
So I'm a
that's
sucker for a good
wonderful.
foil. Yeah, I paid $8 for it.
I
but
would have
whatever.
too because it looks awesome, and
Mhm.
somebody else got to it before I could, but I'm happy they got it because they liked it as much as I did.
Okay.
That was one on the wall, and I was like, I was looking, I was like, buy it.
I already made up my mind I was buying that. The back issue ones that I'm about to show was the only one really in question. But okay, that's it for my Marvel.
All
I got back
right.
issues and I'm unboxing the show later.
Perfect. Dan, marvelously show us the Marvel of Marvel Comics, please.
Yes, hurry up,
All
Dan.
right. Yep. All right. So I've got Avengers Inc. #2.
Right on.
Like I said, I really dug the first issue of it. I like the, I really like film noir and and literary noir too. So so I dig the concept of it. Also got, of course, Captain America #2
Nice.
and the George Perez variant for Captain America #2.
Yep, it's a great cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
Which makes me wish they've done one for the first issue and the second issue. It makes me wish they had found like a treasure. Maybe one day like we'll find a whole treasure trove of Captain America unpublished Perez stuff, and we'll just do a variant for every cover. But I guess it's just going to be the first two.
Wow.
Daredevil #2.
Nice.
Very good.
Immortal Thor #3, which has this awesome Alex Ross cover.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he's
yeah.
been doing a great job on those too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you got the Incredible Hulk #5.
The A covers are just as awesome as the variants. I got a guy at the shop that comes in that only wants the A covers.
Yeah, they've been good.
Yeah,
Sensational She-Hulk #1.
that's awesome. I'm curious to see how you feel about that when you read it.
Yeah, I wanted to get the one cover that had the foil. I guess it was like foil where it's her in the pool.
I didn't see that.
It was either Frank Cho or Adam Hughes that did it. I can't remember which one, but the shop didn't get it. I don't think it's a ratio. I think it's just one that costs more.
Yeah,
so they didn't get it.
Nice.
Based on your guys' recommendations, I picked up the Superior Spider-Man Returns.
Right on.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I hadn't read. I knew of the storyline, but I hadn't read it because I wasn't reading Spider-Man then, and I'm only reading a little bit now because I still have hatred for what Marvel did to him in One More Day and Brand New Day, whatever, brand new crap. But I thought I'd pick it up because you guys recommended it, and Sal.
Your hatred for Spider-Man and mine are so sweet together. It is amazing.
That's the thing. I don't hate Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I hate what they've done to him.
Exactly.
I hate it.
Exactly.
What was the line from the movie? Like, oh, my boy, what did they do to you? They ruined him. Him. But yeah, Sal told me that this issue just recaps like the whole storyline, and then they're going to do another series. So
nice
with Bagley art. So
I'll be picking it up.
And then the last one I got, then I do have 2 back issues, but the last new one I got is the X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday.
Nice. That's such a good cover.
Colossus is looking real buff and real angry. So whoever he is directing his anger to, presumably Sentinels, better watch out.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I got from Marvel this week.
Perfect. All right, Uncle Gary, end this marvelous transition with some beautiful Marvel comics.
There we go. Predator Wolverine.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like Sal. I also got me some Hallows Eve.
Yes.
Got a big pumpkin on it. How can you not have that?
I'm not sure why, but I'm digging her outfit too.
Yep, I am too. I like it. I think the character's a cool concept. Unique concept, right? So
yeah.
Also the Uncanny Avengers with the see-through Deadpool. I got Uncanny Spider-Man with the Rhino on the cover.
See-through Deadpool. I just
see-through because he got a big hole in him. That's right.
Sorry.
I love
That's
that
okay.
cover.
That was a little time bomb. I was just tick, tick, boom. Yeah. You got the Uncanny Spider-Man with the Rhino charging him.
Yep.
All right. Got Magneto in a wheelchair here for X-Men Days of Future Past.
Nice.
So there you go. I got the A cover of Dark X-Men.
Oh, right on.
Cover.
Havoc in his old suit.
Yeah, exactly. I got the Alpha Flight.
Nice.
Also got Thor. Alex
Nice.
Ross Thor.
We're getting a lot of the same stuff, but I like the outliers that we only each of us individuals get. I think that's pretty cool.
All right, here's a Thor.
Yeah.
Romita cover. So, do we know what this is reminiscent of?
Journey into Mystery.
Journey into Mystery 89.
89.
Great Jack Kirby cover. Great Jack Kirby. So if anybody wants to look it up, you can see. But Journey into Mystery 89 is what this is reminiscent of.
You have a facsimile of Journey into Mystery 89, don't you?
Yeah, a facsimile that came out in 1963.
Wow. Before its time.
Before its time. But that's 89. 80, as a matter of fact, 83 is an okay cover, but that cover for 89, that would have been so cool if that was the first cover of Thor.
Hey, I'm looking at 89 right now, and that's pretty cool. I like Kirby's a lot, but Romita Jr.'s is an awesome tribute to that.
It is an awesome tribute to that. Absolutely. But isn't that a great cover? Wouldn't that have been a great, if that was the first appearance of Thor, wouldn't that have been pretty cool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I just pulled it up too. That is an awesome cover.
It is an awesome Kirby cover. And see, I can see when I see those covers like that, I know where the original was. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. I know. So I like to bring that. Appreciate y'all letting me bring that aspect in. So great Captain America cover there. And so we're talking reminiscent. You'll know this one. Here's a Cap alternate. What is this reminiscent of?
Oh, that is number 4 all the way.
Avenger 4, yeah.
With the inset of the Black Panther there, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So I think that is a great homage to to a Kirby cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were talking about Kirby today at the shop, and we were talking about just how much that man put out in a month. Like at times in 24
more than
hours.
Your mom.
Dude,
I was gonna say that's why Roz really liked him, right?
But I mean,
about like how much art he produced.
24 hours, he'd have a whole book done. Yep.
So speaking of Kirby, do you know that if Fleischer hadn't moved his animation studios to Florida, Kirby, we might never even know who Jack Kirby is because he was making money during the Depression as an animator for the Fleischer Studios. And he was doing pretty well in the Depression, bringing money home for his family and all doing that. Fleischer left New York to go to Florida because he was tired of dealing with the unions. And at the time, there was an East Coast, West Coast animation war. So, like Biggie and Tupac, East Coast, West Coast rap war, there's animation war between Fleischer and Disney. And Fleischer goes to Florida. Because he's tired of dealing with the unions. And Kirby has to find other work, and that's how he got into comics. Ultimately, Fleischer lost, within 10 years, they were out of business because the cost of shipping everything to and from Florida was breaking his ass. That's what happens when you try to bypass dealing with the unions, when you got to get the work done, pay these guys fairly, treat them fairly. But no, you got to be an asshole. Move to Florida. That's what happens to you.
Yep, that's what happens.
That's what happens. And for everybody that hates unions, now I'm a union guy, so I'm biased. Everybody that hates, I'm part of a union. Everybody hates unions. Do you like the 5-day work week? Do you like the 40-hour work week? Yes. Thank your union for that, you jack
wagon.
Jack wagons. That's right, you jack wagons. Give me this union shit. Local 689. Yeah, I'm a proud member. You god dang right.
There you go.
All right. But I digress. Captain America, A cover. Tim's favorite book, but I'm going to redeem it. Tim's favorite book. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man.
Cover's cool,
but
the story is shit.
Tim cannot deny this goodness.
That's awesome. I like that cover.
That is a great John Romita cover.
Yep,
that is kick ass. Oh, I love it, man. I mean,
can't wait to get that one.
this could have been done in the 60s. It's so cool.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, those are my Marvels.
You didn't get the Perez cap.
I did.
Yeah, you showed it.
Oh,
I
did
did.
you? Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
But you could show it again so we can see it
Yeah,
one more time.
let's see, because that I tell you what, we were talking about covers of the year. That's one of my covers of the year. I
It's
really
a good one.
I like it. I still think that Ghost Rider with Wolverine on it's my cover of the year.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
There
I
it
like
is.
that one. I do like the one from issue 1 a little bit more than that one, but that one is really, really awesome.
Nice. All right, ladies.
that's my Marvels.
There you go. That's marvelous. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do some deep back issue diving. I got some awesome stuff to show you guys, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So, well, Gary, I do have some Spectre books to show you.
Ooh, nice.
So, yeah, some of this stuff is stuff I showed you guys off air before we did the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. But a lot of it is not. So first things first, let's dive right into the Silver Age. This is World's Finest number 150, and this book looks sweet. The colors on this pop, just take a look.
Oh, that's great. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is slab worthy. Being Silver Age is one aspect of it, but the condition of it is another. This is absolutely gorgeous, and the colors on it are very rich. This almost looks like a reprint, but I know it's not.
Those beautiful yellows. I think I'm about 20, maybe 25 issues away from having World's Finest 98 up.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
My World's Finest is very small, slim pickings there, but when I see him and I see him for a good price, I pick him up.
So the first issue of World's Finest, what was the title?
I couldn't even tell you. World's Finest?
World's Best Comics.
Oh, there you
And
go.
at the second issue became World's Finest.
All right. Well,
Dumb
now
trivia nobody needs.
let's get into some Spectre here. This is Spectre number 23. Take a peek at that.
That is so cool. Great cover.
I love this. Love it.
Tim, you're so close to being done with Spectre, man.
What are we at? 4 issues away?
4 issues away, but 2 of them are coming to you, right?
That's right. So after that, it'll just be 2 issues, 60 and 61. Yep, and I'll have those before too long. This is issue 29. Love this. Ride
That
the
is a great
T-Rex
cover.
while the city is burning. Love it. Next we have 31. This is Mandrake Awesomeness right here.
Yes, it is. Oh,
yeah.
that's Kelly Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Still awesome,
you are
though.
correct. Yeah, either way, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Yeah, love it. And then we have very ominous 42.
That is cool. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. And then we have the year 1, annual number 1, the Spectre. This is the one that's got Dr. Fate on it.
That is a great cover.
How
Yeah.
this looks. Yeah.
Yes.
Some of this stuff I know I showed you guys off air, but our fans, our wonderful, beautiful fans, haven't seen it yet.
They need to see it.
Everybody does.
They need to see it.
They
Next.
need it.
Next, we have an issue that I never had when it came out, and I'm very glad that I have it now. This is Aquaman number 2.
Love it.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
he gets the hook on his hand.
I got to hand it to you. That's a great issue.
Well, I'm going to take
Give
that
the man a
hand,
hand.
and I'm going to put it
Okay.
over here.
Lefty. Call him Lefty.
Now, this Justice League of America number 59. Gary, we had talked about this before.
I know the cover.
Yeah, but
4 fingers.
the cover is separated on the bottom staple, but that's okay because other than that, in a regular bag and board, it presents extremely well and the color pops on it. So Justice League of America number 59. This is the earliest JLA that I have.
That's the 4-fingered alien.
Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. And I love what is now considered the retro designs of these characters.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fantastic. Next
Good
week.
book.
Oh, yeah. Next, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal. This is number 2. This is an awesome Wonder Woman cover. And don't
That's a
worry.
great one. That's a great cover.
Yeah, that's not on the comic, guys. That's on the bag. So there you go. Yeah, chainsaw with the lasso of truth as a
It's the starter, the ripcord.
amazing. Here's an amazing story, and this is issue 1, so I'm only missing 1 issue to complete the run, and this is the Flash Rebirth. Look at that.
That is such a great book.
Yeah, it is.
Super awesome. I have the trade, so I've read the story, but for single issues, I'm just missing 1 issue, and I think it's issue 4.
Yeah, John set it out of the park when he did that one and when he did
Oh,
the Green Lantern.
He sure
Gary,
did.
Gary, here's another one for you. This is Superman number 173. And this is the title of the story is featuring the triumph of Luthor and Brainiac. Take a look at this, guys.
It's great.
Love
That's
it.
awesome.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and I got this for $12.
Brainiac in the booty shorts.
That's yep.
Yes. What is he saying? He's saying Superman can't save you from us, Olsen. He doesn't even know you're on this world.
Maybe
this-
he's John Big Booty.
This is
Big
true.
Bootay.
Big
This
Boot
is-
Hey!
Big Bootay.
This is true 60s dialogue. Our space monitor shows he's on Earth switching identities. You recognize his alter ego, don't you, lad? Gasp. Superman is really Clark Kent and his greatest foes. Luthor and Brainiac know his secret. So
That's so
there you
good.
go. Yeah. All right, here's another one. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. I know that the co-creator for Deathstroke the Terminator passed away not too long ago. But I was able to pick up a pretty sweet copy of issue number 1, Take No Prisoners by Wolfman, Irwin, and Blyberg. Classic 90s Deathstroke.
Oh yeah.
Zek cover.
Yep.
Yeah, cannot go wrong. This is wonderful. All right, next, this is the second copy I now own. This is pretty minty fresh, Sal, so this may get an encapsulation. Superman number 18.
Oh,
Newsstand.
that's a yes from me.
There you
Definitely.
go. Another Justice League of America. This is issue 213. I believe this is 1984 or late 1983, but they're going into their version of the microverse called the Microcosmos.
Great George Perez cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
What
good
do you-
stuff.
So who's on the team? Batman, Hawkman, Black Canary, and Red Tornado and Green Arrow.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
from the-
Yeah.
that's from the satellite years. That was my
Yeah.
favorite iteration of Justice League.
Me too.
So here's another one. I already have issue 1 of this, but I do not have it with the DC Universe logo, and it was a pretty sweet price, so I picked this up. This is Aquaman number 1, DC Universe.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
not too bad. This is going to get a press and a clean, and it is definitely going to get slapped.
Nice.
Beautiful Deceased number 2 alternate cover. This is the B variant. Take a look at this. Perfect for
Oh
spooky
yeah.
season.
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep, had to get that. And then we have an awesome first appearance. Tell me if you guys know who the first appearance in this book is. This is Joe Quesada cover art. This is sort of Azrael book 1.
Nice.
Anybody first appearance? Do you know?
Not-
isn't it?
The troll thing
Hold on.
that guided him.
John Paul Valley. It's his first appearance. First
Yeah, I was
appearance.
gonna say,
Oh,
Azrael,
that's
that's his first
okay.
appearance.
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
Trying
And
to trick us. Yeah, that was misdirection.
that was a pretty sweet deal I got on this too. So an awesome major key. Here's another World's Finest for you, Gary. This is issue 231. The Sons of Superman and Batman co-star in this with Green Arrow and the Flash.
Yep, that is a great book.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lot of
Hero is a dirty name. Love it. And this one looks really clean too. Really awesome.
Just fun. It's just a fun looking book, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Next, we have awesome Wizard Special Edition that I found. It was only a couple of dollars, so I grabbed it. This is Ascension number 0, the gold foil variant.
Oh,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these were hot back in the day. Not so hot now, but still pretty cool to find something like that. Next, we have I didn't get this when the run came out, but got this through Atomic Avenue. and this is Spawn and Batman. This is J. Scott Campbell.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a great
cool.
cover.
I have
Yeah.
that one. That's nice.
Looks awesome. Love it. All right, next we have Predator Big Game number 2. Got this just for the cover.
That is a
I
good
love
cover.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Next we have some early Jim Lee, and apparently this is the first time these two characters meet. This is the Punisher War Journal number 6, part 1 of a 2-part saga.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Great books.
That is an
Great
awesome
books.
Yeah.
Still better than Liefeld.
110%, but I couldn't pass it up. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's coming home with me too. So got another issue for Excalibur. This is what I'm slowly working on. I think I'm about 40 issues shy of a full run, counting annuals, and this is issue number 75.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, foily goodness all the way.
That's when
Now-
it was towards the end of the run, too.
Well, they still had, I think, another 50 issues to
Was
go.
it that,
But this
did
is
it run that far?
Yeah, I think it went to
Okay.
125, but this is definitely in the last quarter stretch of the series. But yeah, Rachel as the Phoenix for the last time. Now, this book I have slabbed as a 9.8, but I love the cover so much that I had to pick it up. I just grabbed it out of back issues. This is X-Men number 1.
I love that cover. Yeah.
Archgerm variant. Yeah.
Yep.
Could not say no to that. She looked
Can't
at
say
me
no to good looking
properly.
redhead.
No. This I couldn't say no to either. This is as close as I'm going to get to an original for a long time, I think. This is the 2019 facsimile for X-Men number 1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, couldn't say no to that either. So do that. But this is an original. This is when Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men. This is issue 139.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
That's a good one to have.
I
That's
got
good.
that. Yeah, so
Yep.
slowly but surely I'm getting there. This one I already have the regular, but this is the Wizard Gold variant. This is Uncanny X-Men 320.
Ah, look at that.
Nice.
Yep. Yep, couldn't pass up that either. Next we have Uncanny X-Men Annual number 7.
Cool.
Not too
That's a good one.
bad. Yep, and then we have Uncanny X-Men Annual number 18.
Yep.
And that is Caliban, I believe.
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
That is Caliban.
That's Caliban that's been enhanced
For
by
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Supersized.
Wow.
Super
Yeah, when
sized.
he was the
Didn't
hunter.
even have to pay extra.
No.
Nope.
Next we have an awesome, I think this is the Skybreakers variant sets that they were putting out, but this is Life of Captain Marvel number 4. This is the Suyin Joe Virgin variant. Look at that.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Love
like
that cover. Yeah, I thought it was really cool, and the price was right, so I went ahead and grabbed that. This was one I looked at, put back, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it. So not too shabby. This one here has a little bit of sentimental value. So when my brother and I were teenagers, when we were living in Michigan, this was one of the comics that I remember him having, getting off the rack and stuff like that. And this is Conan the Barbarian number 243. And I picked it up for $1, and I'm going to send it to him in the mail and see if he remembers.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the pure nostalgia is why I bought that. That was one of his Genesis books. I remember him having that and thumbing through that all the time. So
Nice.
that is 90s Conan right there. Next we have Gambit number 1. I didn't
Yeah.
have one, so I
Oh,
figured
yeah.
I'd
I
grab
remember
one.
Yeah.
when it came out.
Yeah.
There's a gold version of that book too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
This has gold on it, but
No, the background's gold. It's
Yeah.
pretty
oh,
cool.
fair enough. Here's some good George Perez and Peter David, I believe. Awesomeness, or it might be Mark Waid. I can't remember. But either way, George Perez does the cover.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
That's Peter David.
And that's Peter David.
Yep. So this is first appearance of Maestro.
Mhm.
And then you have the first cover appearance of
Nice.
Maestro. So
Very nice.
if you haven't read the story, ladies and gentlemen, we did a review of it on the Codex podcast, and that'll be coming out in the not too distant future. But you can watch it on the podcast episode right now. You'll just have to kind of sift around for it. I don't know exactly which episode number it is. However, sticking with the Hulk, this is the first time these two issues were ever reprinted in the United States. And this is the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine #1. So it reprints 180
nice.
and 181.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's
if you see these in the back issues, grab them. Better quality copies than what this is usually go for a nice $1 or $2. Definitely worth picking up. First reprints too. So there you go. Next we have Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. This is issue #2. This is from the Secret Wars run with God Doom. This is the action figure variant. Not too
this is
bad.
cool.
Yep. And then I grabbed this on cover alone. This is Adam Hughes. This is Elektra Black, White, and Blood #2.
Oh, that's so good.
Negative
Love
space
that
there.
cover. Yeah.
Working some negative space.
Couldn't pass up on it. Another Art Germ goodness. This is Spider Woman #1. I have the J. Scott Campbell variant, but the Art Germ couldn't pass up. He's
Oh,
my
that's
favorite
good.
cover artist
great.
right now, and I think
Yep,
it's pretty obvious as to why.
Yep.
This is a gorgeous 1 in 100, and this is Venom #1. I do.
Uh-oh.
believe.
Uh-oh.
So,
Ooh, are you ready for this? Yeah, Sal. Sorry, buddy.
Sal,
I had to
Check
get
your
it.
inventory. You're missing one.
oh,
Yeah.
that is great.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's a nice one.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure when we did the character of the week on Venom, I'm pretty sure that was one of the ones I had in my top 3 covers.
that
Yeah, I
wouldn't
think it was.
surprise me if it was. This is definitely slab worthy, Sal, and it is minty.
Well, send it to me. I will check it out and
Yeah.
verify that claim
Sure.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how about I send this one to you instead? I'm gonna write all over it though. This is Spider-Man 2 #1 from the Gamerverse, and these were promotional copies. They were giveaways, and I was able to get a hold of one, and my shop has one more if anybody's interested.
Oh,
good.
yeah, I got that on Free Comic
Yeah.
Book. Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Yeah. So, Dan, do you know fair market value on these books right now?
I can't remember
Well, look.
what it is. It's a few bucks. It's not gonna
15.
break. Yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah.
not gonna break the bank. But considering it's a book that I literally got for free,
Yeah, and they are hot books.
and they didn't even have them out. I remember on Free Comic Book Day, they didn't even have them sitting out. I was had picked up my books. It's like our shop. You get 5, or if you bring a canned food donation
Yeah.
that we give the local food bank, then you get 10. So I already had my stack, and then somebody had asked them at the counter, like, "Oh, is this everything?" And he goes, "Oh, no, we got this here." And they pulled out a couple things, and they didn't even have many of those, but they put them out, and I happened to be standing there. I was like, "Oh man, that's a cool cover. Like, I'll take that."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
Free
Jason-
Comic Book Day,
or,
ladies and
no,
gentlemen.
Todd Knock. That's who did it. Todd
Yeah.
Knock.
Yeah. Well, I am almost finished, guys. Don't worry. We'll be done here shortly. And then, Sal, the floor is yours. This is another 1 in 100. This is Absolute Carnage Immortal Hulk #1, the Inhyuk Lee 1 in 100. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
No, that's cool.
That is wicked.
Yeah. When I tell you it's a buyer's market, ladies and gentlemen, I mean that wholeheartedly. This I got for cover price. Symbiote Spider-Man #1. Beautiful Ron Lim variant.
Oh, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
that's nice. Yep.
Yeah.
That was a cool series.
I haven't read it, but the
Yeah.
covers are incredibly enticing. Now we're going to get into some amazing Spider-Man. This is a better copy than the one I already have, but this is Amazing 196.
I love that
Nice.
cover. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe that's Frank Miller, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right or am I wrong on that? I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong.
I don't remember, but yeah.
What Spidey number is that?
196. Then we have issue 207. Beautiful multicolored cover.
Nice.
Absolutely love it.
Maresmo.
Yeah. Did you find the cover artist?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, perfect. Just jump on in whenever you have it.
What did we say the number was again? 197?
196.
196.
Yep.
Almost there.
Then we have Amazing 216. There's somebody right there that we're going to be seeing in the movies pretty soon.
Yep. Madam Web.
Yeah.
Again, like I said on the character of the day page, like not like that though.
No.
No, not like that.
Keith Pollard. Keith Pollard.
There we go. Okay.
And Frank Garcia was the anchor.
Nice. Now here we have Amazing 222, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the first appearance of Speed Demon.
Yes,
correct?
it is.
Wrong.
Yeah.
It is?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah, I think so
somebody
too.
we see in Deadly Foes of Spider-Man. He's a great C-lister Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Super
That's
I
awesome.
always like
Me
books
too.
that are the same number, 222,
Yeah.
111. I always dig those books.
I'm going to try and enter the contest to win the 10-speed racer.
There you go. And that is the first Speed Demon. Yep.
Nice. That's perfect. Next, we have 223, and I love this cover. The red on here, gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And the Red Ghost and his apes.
Yep, exactly. Next, we have 246. Again, I have this, but this is a way better copy than the one I currently have.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
In his tracksuit, knocking him out.
Yeah. Every time I see this, I always think he's in prison. And I know that's wrong, but that's just what I see. It's interesting John Romita Jr. artwork. So there you go. Yeah, I always think they're fighting in prison, and I have to be
Giving
reminded.
Spidey the business.
It's not happening. Next, we have an awesome 256. This is while he's wearing the symbiote suit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that Puma?
In that issue, I think that's where Puma actually starts detecting that the webbing is organic, and Spider-Man doesn't know that.
Really?
Yes, that's where you
cool.
find out the webbing. That's where the webbing is coming from the actual symbiote.
From the
Okay.
wrist or from the top of
the
his
hand.
hand. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And he's like, you don't know your own webbing, that type of thing. It was like that type of discovery.
Okay.
Yeah, that's first appearance of Puma.
It was
Is
the first
this-
appearance of Puma.
Is
Yeah,
this
I don't know if it was
first
the
or
first.
second? I think this might be second.
No, that's the first one.
Oh, that's right. Because the issue after that, him and Puma are falling in between the
Up between the
buildings,
buildings,
right?
yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, here's some Bagley goodness. 368.
Nice.
Yeah, that's some nice Bagley
Is
art there.
Is that Bagley art?
It is. You want to see some
Yeah.
more? Because here's 370.
There we
Nice.
go.
Scorpion, yep.
This
Yep.
was my time of reading comics, and seeing these covers every week or every month, sometimes twice a month, was so exciting.
You
Yep.
just make it because it says Dungeons and Dragons on the cover.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
That's a bonus.
here's some awesome J. Scott Campbell from 2002, Amazing Spider-Man number 52.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's snowing outside. Poor Spidey. Next, we have She-Hulk number 6 from the now finished run. Tea Time with Nightcrawler.
Very good.
Daredevil 361.
Widow.
Nice.
The artwork is not that awesome, but that's toward the end of the series. Gorgeous Ghost Rider, Snow Blinded. We talked about
Oh,
this
yeah.
off
Oh,
air.
that's a great cover.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's Joe Quesada, I believe. Yep, Quesada
Yeah,
and
one of
Tommy
those. Someone used that cover for comic character of the week on We Did Ghost Rider.
And what a
Someone did.
cover it is. Here's this one, Hulkverse thing. This is Immortal Hulk number 50, the Joe Jusko Marvel Masterpieces variant. Take a peek at that.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And then this I talked to you guys about before. Got this on Atomic Avenue. This is the Dynamic Forces and DDP hardcover for G.I. Joe versus Transformers. From everything I can see, and correct me if I'm wrong, but from everything I see, the price I paid for this is very small compared to what it's actually worth.
Nice. That is cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool. I love that one.
And nothing on the back. But
That was
beautiful
when
painted.
that was when Devil's Due was putting it out, right?
Yep, that's exactly correct. All right, guys. I know that was long. I know it was
Nice
tiring,
books.
but there we go. Sal, the floor is yours, good sir. Go ahead and show us some awesomeness.
All right. So, like Dan said he coaxed me into buying this. This is the Alex Ross Justice volumes 1, 2, and 3.
The hardcovers or the
Hardcovers.
Oh, so good.
$20
So-
for the whole set, right?
$20 for the whole set. The price tag was on it. It was $30. And Dan
Have
is
you-
right. I go into the shop and I pick this up every week, look at it, and I'm like, we put it back.
Have
So
you
the
read
Travis, I don't think I've read Justice. No.
It's great.
I don't think I've read-
It's
It
good.
is great.
Yeah.
Gary, what they do to Aquaman, unreal.
Yeah, and the capability of what Brainiac's investigating with him was very interesting.
Yeah.
Justice is one of my favorite
Yeah.
DC
Okay.
Elseworld stories. You'll love
right.
it.
It's
I
very
can't
good.
wait to dig into that. So
Yeah,
next is my slabs.
nice.
Smells like a 9.8.
Uh-oh.
Smells
Maybe
like
a
Venom
9.6.
Smells like Venom 9.8s.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you
Well,
want
he'll
I'll
already
open this
know.
up right now?
He checks the when they send the email that the stuff sent it to him. he checks
Dan, don't confuse things with the facts.
Knife
Yes.
safety, Sal. Knife safety.
Nice safe C, cutting away. Cutting
There you
away
go.
from me.
Never cut
All
towards
right.
you. Always
He's
cut away.
he's cutting toward Dan.
Because we talked about it before. I asked them. I said, because when you get stuff from CGC when they're sending it back, if they send you the emails, they'll let you know it's on the way back, but they have the grades in there. And I
Right.
asked him if he checks what the grades are then,
Yeah,
or
I
if he
do.
waits to get them. Because I try and wait till the books get back so I can be surprised. It sounds like no, I gotta know.
I gotta know.
When Wes sends our books out and he gets the notification that they're back, he'll always message me. He'll be like, "So, I got the email." I was like, "Did you check the grades?" "No, I'm gonna wait." "Wes, check the grades, buddy.
Check the
I want to
grades.
know."
Check the grades.
I
Check the
like to
grades.
wait. I like to wait till I open the box up and be like, "Oh,
I want to know.
I need to know. Let me see if I can just get to this really quickly.
What do you got there, Sal?
I'm there, almost there.
That's some awesome
this. It's
packaging.
I
Yeah,
know.
it is. This is like time and effort. The Eye of the Beholder Twilight Zone episode. We got to keep unwrapping it.
There you
now these
go.
are
First one up.
You didn't send these to CGC, right? You bought these.
No, I bought these from a seller. All right, ready for the first one? Venom number 23.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
This is the
9.8.
virgin variant of that one.
That is wonderful.
That was not the price I paid though for it. That was
Wow.
cheaper than that.
If you pause it, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to see it.
All right.
That
Next
was
one
fun.
is Venom number 25, the foily goodness.
Oh,
Look at that.
So I had this book and I was like, it's on my stack to be slabbed. This one popped up at a very good price, and I'm like, save me the trouble, cut out the middleman, take it.
Already
Wow.
slabbed.
Already slabbed.
That's amazing.
foil
And I think
covers
Gary
are
called it best.
coming
We got the
back.
drool coming right at you on that too.
Mhm.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
The foil
wonderful.
covers are coming back. I wonder what the next 90s cover gimmick is that's going to come back.
Bullet
I
holes.
don't know. Bullet holes.
Bullet holes.
Die cut covers. All right,
Yeah.
that's it for my
Yeah,
back
but-
issues.
All right, Sal, that was awesome. Dan, what do you got for back issues, sir?
I just got two. Our shop has two locations. The one we go to, it's small, so they don't really have back issue bins. They have a couple boxes in the back that are just random dollar books, but they have a short box that they have on the counter that they just put that's what they put their back issues in. And they must have a lot, because whenever the box starts getting low, they'll just put more stuff in to refresh it. So it's something you got to check every week. And I got both of these books. They were, they're not in the best condition. One's more beat up than the other, but they were only $5, and they're on runs that I'm working on. So you got the Avengers number 45.
We have that at my shop. Do you
great
mind
cover.
if I ask? You paid $5 for that?
$5.
That's
Great
a
deal.
Great. Yes, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
as you can see, it's it's very beat up. But you know what? I've said it before. I'd rather have a low grade copy and have it in my collection than not have it at all.
That's
this-
right.
And you know the
Yeah.
significance of this book? I know Gary knows it.
It's also John Buscema goodness on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you, Tim or Sal,
Is
do
it
you
a
know what the
first
significance
appearance?
is?
First appearance
No.
of Beetle?
It's it's Hercules joining the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, so a
Mhm.
nice key comic too. That's
And then
awesome.
another key comic, a DC one that I got again for $5. Justice League of America 171.
Ah,
Nice. Look at
So there
that.
was
He's on
a
a slab.
there
He's
was
on
a
a slab.
murder. It was a murder.
He's on a
wow.
slab.
You guys know who the character is that that bit the big one in this?
Is it Starman?
Again, I know that Gary knows the answer.
I do not.
I don't see Starman over in the GISA, so
Well,
that's who I'm going
let
to
me think.
guess.
If it's not Mr. Tremendous, who might it be?
It ties into Spectre.
Not Mr. Terrific.
It's Mr. Terrific.
Mr.
Not
Terrific.
Mr. Tremendous, Mr. Terrific.
Hmm.
So yeah, I figure
Who killed him?
$10 for the two of these. I figured that was a pretty good deal.
Wow.
Who killed Mr. Terrific?
It was Flash. Was it Jay Garrick?
Jay Garrick did.
Interesting.
He was taken over by the mist.
Yeah.
So the Mr. Terrific Inspector is the second iteration?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was the original Mr. Terrific that was part of the original Justice Society.
Terry
Wow.
Sloan.
Yeah. He's the one that had like the red mask and the red pants, and he had the big green jacket that said fair play right on the chest.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, Dan, that is awesome. Always a pleasure to see some great silver and copper age stuff. Uncle Gary, you've got a massive stack to show us along with showcase, so let's get right at it.
All right. Well, thankfully, the back issues aren't that many. I started with a Jonah Hex trade I needed, and it's got a great title. It's true. Bullets don't lie.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Darwin Cook, great Darwin Cook cover.
Nice.
Jonah Hex,
That's
Bullets
nice.
don't lie.
Looks good.
So I need a few more of these trades. I have all the original issues, but I need a few of the trades. So for whatever reason, the latest iteration of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I missed 3 issues. So I needed number 7.
Nice.
I needed number 8.
That's
I like
That's
that.
cool. I like that one.
Mm-hmm. And I needed number 14, which was the final issue of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Volume 2. This is Volume 2 of it.
I'll tell
Right.
you, I'm not a big fan of that cover. Those
Yeah, I'm
legs
not
are...
a big fan either, but this is completing it,
Yep.
so I'm getting it. It could have been shit on a stick picture. I got it. Complete it. Yep. So a DC title I had every issue but one of was Bombshells, and I got the one I needed, the 32nd
Nice.
issue.
Ooh.
Very good.
So that completes that. And I think the follow-up was Bombshells United. I have all those, but that was one that I'd been looking for a while and hadn't found it.
Nice.
And now I Weird Wonder Tales went 23 or 24 issues, and I needed 2, but I got one of them, number 17.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
And here we go again with the Marvel. I say they have the dialogue, and this is just a little dialogue.
Yeah.
At last I can enter this world and crush all humans.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's about to crush all humans.
The
That's
creature from
amazing.
Krogar.
Can
Yeah.
you start with Congress first?
Yeah,
Sorry.
look
Did I say
at
out
his
loud?
weapon. Look at the weapon he's got.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he can punch you with it, and then he can hack you with it.
It's doing some damage, is what that's doing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
some damage. So those are my back issues, and then if we're ready for the showcase, you ready?
Yes,
Yep,
let's
let's do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's
All
the
right.
last
Showcase.
showcase of spooky season, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
So-
it.
You get the double dose of horror tonight.
Oh, it
I
is.
better be horrified.
It is a big steaming pile of horror tonight. So sorry. So you know what? We won't tell Jamie how long we went. It'll be okay. All right.
Don't look at the clocks.
He'll never know. All
He'll
right.
never
So, House of Mystery starts out as a horror book pre-code, and then it goes, kind of silly. We got the, Dial H for Heroes stuff and all that.
Mhm.
They bring it back to a horror book with 174 in the Bronze Age. So I have a complete run of all the Bronze Age. So here we go. This
Yep.
is the book that brought it
Saturday
back.
Night Comics says, "Bring out the horror."
Yep,
There it is.
We go.
Yes.
So this started the horror with DC. This is the
Ooh.
first DC Bronze Age horror book, House of Mystery 174.
And the kids.
And the kids. And again, if you want to play the look up a cover game, look up Brave and the Bold 93 is a homage cover that Neil Adams did. Joe Orlando did this cover here. But
Brave
Brave
and the
and the
Bold
Bold
93.
93 is a Neil Adams homage cover to this cover. So I'll
Okay.
hold it up while you look for a second.
Yep, I'm looking.
That's nice.
You
Oh
see it?
yeah, okay.
Yep. So it's
Yeah.
definitely a callback, right?
Yeah, that's an awesome cover though.
Yep.
Right.
But I like how the Brave and the Bold one.
Wow.
You could tell that it's influenced by that cover, but it's not just a blatant copy. It's a different angle
Yep.
and all that.
Different
too.
perspective.
Yeah.
And how cool was it that Batman and the House of Mystery. How cool is that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is House of Mystery 179. Neil
Oh.
Adams cover.
Oh, that's a great cover.
Yeah.
It is a great cover. This book is famous for another reason, because it is the first interior work in a comic by Mr. Bernie Wrightson.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So first Wrightson.
Wow. That's great.
That is a great cover, though, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil Adams goodness. It's House of Mystery. Another great Neil Adams. Who doesn't like a good rat cover?
Oh.
Oh.
That says a lot with very little.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's a mean looking
Yeah.
mouser there. This cover is creepy as hell.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The little puppets going
That is
crazy.
creepy.
And I think that the puppet that's turning around looks a lot like the kid on top too. The kid that's hiding, against the wall.
Oh, hey.
I think it looks a lot like him. May not be him, but so
I
I'm not
always
sure.
love those covers where it's like whatever the people that are alive for the short time they have did to get these monsters to look at them is just, it makes your imagination work, and I dig that.
So the aforementioned great Bernie Wrightson, whose altar I worship at, comic. This is the great Bat Out of Hell cover.
Yes. That's sweet.
Wow.
That is a famous cover. Is it 193? 195. 195.
That's amazing.
That is an awesome cover.
Yeah.
Great. See, now you see why I had to have so many of these. They're all so good. This is number 200, and I'm telling you what, is it Sal that talks about Minty Fresh?
Yes.
This is House of Mystery 200. It is almost a perfect copy, and the great Mike Kaluta.
Nice.
So,
Wow.
That is awesome.
I
Who's
wonder
peering
what's
in at the
going on
window there?
outside.
yeah, I know. There's something in the. It's a person looking out the window.
Man,
All these
here's some
animals are going
ruckus.
crazy, and look against the shadow of the moon, the demons.
Yep.
So pretty cool, Kaluta, and it. Tim, the decoding panels story I did. Here's the cover for it.
Oh, nice.
Jim Apar,
Yes.
the demon within, and
That's
guys,
great.
this is a messed up little story. Tim can attest to it.
It is on its way. Don't worry about
Yep.
that.
I'm not. This is a messed up little story.
Man.
So great story though. Oh my goodness. It's a great Bernie again.
I love that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Don't know what the hell that is, but I
My
really
chair
don't want to come across it. And look at the gal. The gal is pretty horrified.
She don't want to come across that either.
No.
I don't think she wants it to come across her either. So
Well, I don't think she wants to. Yeah, she definitely doesn't want it to come across her.
I
Seems
don't
like
think
real
anybody
sticky.
would, to be honest with you. But
It's Halloween time, so we got to have that.
wow.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And then what else is cool is sometimes the cemetery is closed. No one dies today.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't
Yeah.
know about that.
neither do them kids.
No, the kids don't know what to think.
What are they doing at a cemetery at 2 a.m. Go home and go to bed.
Okay, this is kind of funny. So, I have a copy. This is one of my favorite House of Mysteries, but I'm showing you this because it's my buddy Rob. I bought this from my buddy Rob from Moving
Oh,
Pictures
yeah.
Comics, is where Tim is going to get 2 great Spectre books from.
Nice.
So that's kind of funny. But here's a copy without a label on it.
Wasn't that didn't you use that for a cover of the day?
Mm-hmm.
Not,
Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, it's Bernie Wrightson. But look at the perspective from the grave that this
Yeah.
dude has dug, right? And the specter above him, and I like how the scythe goes through the word mystery.
Wow.
But I think that's one of my favorite covers ever. So I am totally digging that. A really cool Kaluta cover now that is it's just creepy shadows.
Ooh.
Isn't that great?
That's creepy.
Yeah. Look at that shadow coming at the kid.
it
And I love the Do You Enter the House of Mystery, the masthead. The green and the black. And
Yeah,
the,
that's
kind of
so
looks.
awesome.
The shadow kind of looks like Martian Manhunter in his Martian form.
it kind of does. But this is, before they gave him that form. Yeah. Another great Wrightson.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, are those people's faces on his fingertips?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, they are.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, it's very creepy. Oh man, one of my favorite covers of all time.
Oh, I like that.
And this will be posted. This might be posted Halloween. And my write-up with this, I read it for a couple of you guys because I think it's one of the best write-ups I ever did. And the last line is, "Let the eerie sound, let the haunting sounds of the eerie calliope take you back to Halloween's past, when the nights were longer and the shadows were darker."
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
how about that? Actually, it's the other way around. When the shadows were longer and the nights were darker, I screwed it up. But
either way, it sounds good.
So that's it.
Good sentence, right? Isn't that a good sentence? So I loved it. Did y'all collect bugs as a kid?
Yeah. Wow, not anymore.
No, not anymore. Not anymore, Tim. Not anymore.
We talk about. He's got a nice specimen behind him, about to throw in the case.
Yep,
Yeah,
there you go.
Right there.
Hey, the thing behind him is going to start collecting kids. So, and this is a great 222. It's another great number, 222.
Beautiful
So,
monarch butterfly.
Yeah. House of Mystery were 100 pagers for about 8 issues. So there's just one example of them. Number
Only
227.
60 cents.
Only 60 cents for 100 pages of goodness. And The Carriage Man was a great werewolf story.
God, it only still costs that.
I remember a stupid line in it was a police officer saw the werewolf and said, "Stop, police." And the narration was, "That's funny. Stop, police doesn't mean anything to a werewolf."
Not at all.
Another great Bernie.
Oh,
nice. That is awesome.
So this dude's getting ready to choke that chick out, right? And you got to think, I love that there's the masthead with Kane on the top too. So I'm thinking that skeletal remains coming up as somebody he did that to before and is not having it again.
Oh yeah.
Gonna end this.
I was just saying, how great it would be if books were still just 60 cents. Do you know how long this show would be if new comics? we would all be buying every book on the shelf. Be like, fuck it, it's only 60 cents. If it's not good, whatever. It'd just be like, I'll take this and this and this and this and this.
Listen. I'm an idea guy. I'm not good at tech. I'm not good in inventing, but I have ideas. So if I can get that damn time machine, somebody can help me out. I'm going to go back in time. I'm going to buy all these Action 1s, Detective 27s, all these great things. Now, you can't bring them back with you because they won't be properly aged, right? They won't be properly aged, and people think they're fakes and they're not real. So you have to have them somewhere for all these years. My family has a fault. My mother, who passed away a few years ago.
Don't tell them where it is.
I'm not gonna tell them. Family farm.
If you do this in the future, they're already there waiting.
I know. 100 acres. And that farm is 3 years away from being a century farm. And my mother was born the same week Action Comics 1 came out. So there's a lot of symmetry here. So I can put those books on the farm that's still there, that my mother's sister still lives on the property, and I can do this. So being an idea man, I got the idea, I got the place. Just give me the damn time machine, somebody. We can work something out.
Sal, Dan, let's get to work.
Well, I get to work
I
on it.
always had the same kind of idea, and it was the same thing. Like, oh, I can't just bring it to the future. It has to- my thought was like, all right, what bank is here now
Still there.
that was there then?
Yep.
And just go back, go into the bank, get a safety deposit box, drop the money, and be like, here, I need the safety deposit box for the next 80 years. I'm like, all right, here's
Yep. My mother, my mother's born in 38 and she died in 2016. She was born and died in the same house.
Wow.
So she came here and lived in the DC area for like 60 years and then she goes back home. But anyway, she died in the same house she was born in. And that house, so cool. It used to be a bootlegger's house. So there were secret panels where they would have the still in the basement and then they would put it up in what ended up being like my grandfather's bedroom. There was a panel that would slide, and so they could take the moonshine from there that came from the basement.
Wow.
So it's really kind of neat. So, but we digress. Richard Villigren,
oh, that's a cool one.
Love that.
cool House of Mystery cover, and
Merry Christmas.
the masthead only had DC Comics Salutes the Bicentennial for only 1 month. Did they have this? And because this was the month of the July.
76.
Yep, 76. So you got the bicentennial masthead. Or House of Mystery goes back to a dollar comic format now, and this is a cool Neil Adams.
Oh, that is a good one.
Look at that, the little demon child. His rattles are kind of messed up, look like little demon head rattles.
Wow.
But what a great look of horror on Mom's face, or babysitter, whoever the hell it is. Great Bernie cover.
That's nice.
So some alien creature walking toward the House of Mystery.
Colors on
Naked.
that are really nice.
Naked. Oh yeah. Another dollar comic.
Oh, that's
So with the dollar comics, are they bigger issues? Or are they like 64
80 pages of all new
80
stories.
pages. Got it. So
80
they took out
pages.
20 pages and
80 pages. Yeah, the 100 pages have been a few years before this.
got
So
it. Okay.
like in the 230s, this is in the 250s. But
Okay.
they're 100 pages. These are 100 pages, man. I mean 80 pages of
Nice.
all new stories. The 100 pagers were reprints.
Oh, okay.
So this was another Bernie cover. This cover, I have featured this on Cover of the Week. This is one of my favorite comic covers.
I hate this chair, but I love that.
that is a cool cover.
It is.
So
And the corner of the
Kaluta,
cob is all skulls.
the corn is skulls.
Wow.
Or as I call them, Kaluta kernels. But
That's
isn't
not
that cool?
Very good popcorn.
I love this cover. This cover is amazing. 259, I believe it is.
Dan, if you
261.
made that popcorn in the microwave, imagine the blood curdling screams that would come out. Wait, what is going on?
Yeah. Do we like spiders?
No, but yes.
No, don't look.
Of course.
Whoa.
He's having
Kaluta.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
Look, I don't know about you, but that dude is super flexible.
Not for long.
Not
Yeah.
for long. Isn't that just vicious? Oh my God.
Jeez.
See, this is why I couldn't pare these down anymore, man. We talked about Lord of the Rings earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine this as like, was it Oakenshield that went crazy in the Hobbit? Thorin
That's a
Oakenshield.
good question.
I
Oh,
always
that's
said-
awesome.
This is Clued again, but I always think of Oakenshield going crazy, and this is what he would look like.
Yeah.
wow.
Just love it, Kaluta. So now we have rock and rollers on our panel today. So
Ooh.
this is for y'all, fellas.
Oh.
There you go.
Blood on the Grooves. The great
Nice.
Jim Aparo. My friend Kurt Confer, that I I talked with Tim about that, had a recording studio at his house. I got him one of these books because he was a
Wow.
guitar player. But yeah,
That is the precursor to Death Clock, ladies.
there you go.
I was gonna say the guy playing guitar kind of looks like that episode of G.I. Joe when Cobra had Zartan, the Dreadnoughts start the band.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Well, this book was late 70s here, or yeah. So, oh god, another Kaluta cover. Just, yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, it's
That's
creepy.
awesome. I
Yeah,
love it.
look at that little nasty sucker. Look at him. All right. This book is disturbing on many levels. Joe Kubert, Sergeant Rock, Hawkman. Joe Kubert could also draw him a horror cover. Who doesn't like clowns?
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Right.
That was a cover that you put up before. Yeah,
See,
right.
All right.
and now you're in the 80s
Yes.
with the House
Now-
of Mystery.
Look at it now. Somebody pointed this out to me once that I'd never occurred to me either. Is the little girl is at his crotch, and that's another point of disturbing. That I don't think Kubert meant it that way.
No.
But if you
No.
look at that way, it is even more sick.
See,
But-
the way that I imagine, the way that I see it, she's looking up.
She is
Right.
looking up.
Yeah.
Yep. But I just think it's a creepy freaking clown cover.
Wow. That's
One
crazy.
thing I would say, one thing that I notice about it is the way it's drawn. It's the clown opening the door, but if that door were to like close, it would hit her. So it's like the door opened and she took a step forward.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
yeah.
Again, probably not like intended that way. It's just
Yeah.
the layout of it. But that's
People
something that
seeing
jumps out to me.
things inside that cover that aren't there.
Yeah.
Who here likes having their bone flute played?
Well. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
not like that.
That's a great
It's-
cover, though.
It's a FEMA.
That is also the great Michael Kaluta, high school
Wow.
graduate from my school, Washington Lee High School, Arlington, Virginia.
Oh,
Shout out. I think he was class 71.
Pray he's not playing your song. That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Again, fellas, see why I couldn't pare these down? But
Wow.
we're getting toward the end. We're on the last three. This is a great Kubert cover, and this is the creation of Andrew Bennett, who became iVampire.
Oh.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, so that's a
Like
great
that. That's very
again,
cool.
Kubert and the first iVampire. So where House of Mystery had been an anthology, from this point it was at 290, they start having an Andrew Bennett iVampire cover. And if you remember when the New 52 started, there was a
Yeah.
Andrew Bennett book. There was an iVampire, but this is his first appearance.
Wow.
And
All right.
he was an important one in DC versus Vampires.
Yes, he was. All right, the 300th issue of
Ooh.
Ooh.
House of Mystery, Kane telling stories to little kiddies. And this is a Kaluta cover. And then the last one is bittersweet. It's the last issue of House of Mystery. And it's kind of sad. He's closing up shop.
Oh man.
Wow.
This is it. Let's see.
Back in
This
his
is
bags,
the,
he's
this
gone.
is the House of the Mystery. Now, I do have House of Mystery 1, which is kind of cool. That was that Wanda's a werewolf issue, but I have, and there's Gregory the gargoyle. So, but if you have, I have 174 up to 323. So I have every Bronze Age DC horror.
Wow.
House of Mystery. I also have every Bronze Age DC horror book. So yeah,
I
got all
love
those.
how they bookended that on that last issue cover. That's
I do too. And it even says it at the top. It's like a thought balloon or a word balloon. This is it. The end of the House of Mystery. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So supersized for
What
Halloween.
year did that come out?
The
Late
last
80s?
House of Mystery, I'm going to say that's like 83, 82
Oh, okay.
for
early
House of Mystery 321. I'm going to guess.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
That's a guess. Don't hold me to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing showcase tonight, Gary. That is
Yeah,
fantastic. And what a
Thank
way
you.
to end spooky season.
Exactly. And I love the font. I love the spooky font you did.
Yeah.
For the show and the pumpkins and all that.
Well, all right, guys, we have run out of time. Well, we haven't, but it is getting late. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. If you're still enjoying yourself on this Halloween weekend, ladies and gentlemen, remember, don't drive inebriated. Get somebody to get you home or stay where you're at. Put the keys in the fishbowl and call it a day. It's better for you to see tomorrow than to not. Right. And we want you around. So that's what you need to do. Don't drive inebriated. Get a designated driver, or just don't go home. Just hang out.
I thought the keys in the fishbowl thing was like a swinger thing.
I don't think so. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, no, that's what they do. They put their keys in the fishbowl when they all.
Well,
get
hey,
in.
if that's what you're doing, then
when it's time to pick the mate, the women all go in and pick out the keys, and whoever's key they pick out, that's who they go home with.
just find a fishbowl, ladies and gentlemen, and throw your keys in it. If there's water in there or not, bloop. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Enough innuendos, enough of the stuff, enough of the awesomeness. You guys have great Halloween. I know we're going to, 3 of these guys are going to get together tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. And Today, that's right. Today.
Exactly 12 hours.
So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't forget we are on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station, and that is where we will be. Your favorite social media platforms and where we live stream right now. Make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow so you don't miss any of this content all the time, every time. Once again, at the Codex Station. Sal, you are working on the exterior and the interior of our new website. That is thecodexstation.com. Give everybody a little bit of rundown of what they can expect.
Okay, I'll give you the short preview of it. Yes, if you go ahead over to thecodexstation.com, you'll be able to meet the team, see our bios, see what we like, see a little bit of extended bios about how we got into comics, good stuff like that. You'll see links to all our socials. You'll see links to our merch. You'll see links to our videos that we have on YouTube as well. And much, much more is coming on that. Right now, the website says under construction, but I say it's about 90 to 95% done. So we're close to being final. What's that?
So it'll be links to our links.
That's
links
right.
To our links. I like to add links to, let's say, like Dan Kelly Art. I want to add more links to that. I want to add more links to my YouTube channel as well. Gary, if you have other links that you want to add for Comic Logic, I would like to add them as well to our page. So that's what I want to do under Friends of Codex. I have a Friends of Codex section, and I want to add Comic Logic to that as well.
Please talk to Rob about that tomorrow because I don't know how to tell you to do that, but Rob would love that, buddy. He would love that. Yep.
Awesome. I will.
Well,
I will do that. I will do that. So please go over to Codex Station, codexstation.com and check it out.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Sal, you're not done yet. Where do people find you when you're not doing Codex stuff?
Well, I just alluded to that. I'm also on YouTube, and you can find me under Sal's Comic Corner there, and also under Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
There you go. And Dan, being a road manager is pretty tough, but being an artist starving is even tougher. So tell people how they can commission you to do awesome artwork.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. Commissions are open, so hit me up and let me know what you'd like. If you request me to draw a picture of your kid or some member of your family or one of your pets, I'll know that you were scamming me or trying to scam me.
Hang on, let me delete that message I just sent you.
Yeah, no, let's say, hold on a second.
I don't do NFTs. I'm not going to take you with sending me a picture of a check that you wrote.
That you can't cash those? No? Okay. All right.
Yeah, go check it out and give me a follow. I'm creeping my way up to 800. I'm about 20 or so followers away from hitting the 800. So, yep, come give me a follow and join in on the fun. And then this guy beside me has got even more going on, and he's going to tell you about it right now.
Before I do, remember his new slogan: 1K for DK. 1K for DK. He's going to get to 1,000 right there. All right, you can catch me at Comic Logic every Wednesday, getting that 4-color ink injected right into my veins, getting my fix. But as a special added attraction, you can catch me tomorrow at our LotCon. We're having our fall LotCon. We have one in the spring, one in the fall. So you can come, and it's a Halloween themed LotCon. We will have trunk or treat for the kids. So we'll have candy for the kids. We will have a costume contest for adults and for kids. Please come for that. We will have 25 vendors set up in our parking lot as a little mini comic book convention. We'll have comic dealers. We'll have toys. We'll have action figures. We will have homemade jewelry. We have local artists, local authors selling their books. So please come see this, support it. Come in our shop that's right there. See my buddy Damian Hill from Warthog Comics, where you can see some wonderful golden, silver, bronze age goodness that'll be on the shelves. Some things that you only see pictures of, you can see in real life. And if you're really nice, Damian might let you hold it.
Ooh.
And his books. So there you go. There you go. There you go. So if you're lucky. Also, as a special bonus, Dan Kelly and Sal the Slab Guy will be there tomorrow with their families. And so if you're ever going to meet him and you are afraid to meet him and it's Halloween season, that's the time to meet them, because they're with their families, are on their best behavior. But, other times, you may not want to come across them. It's maybe dark. They may be scary. But when they're with their families, they're gentlemen. They're gentlemen. So you can meet them.
All about family.
Don't be afraid. Come up and see us. I'll be there, probably on my best behavior. So please come see me. We'd love to have you. Tim, you'll be there in spirit, and since this is Halloween time, you should be there in spirit. Now,
well, hey, if somebody wants
That
to,
works
if
out too.
any of my Codex fans show up, my adoring, beautiful fans, and they say, "Where's Tim the Terrible?" All you got to do is FaceTime me, and I'll be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
well, I can tell you where Tim the Terrible is. Tim the Terrible is coming across to you from the airwaves, and he's there every night. We do this late night show, and there are people that are trying to get home. They're struggling to get to those final few miles, and the only thing that is getting them there is the golden pipes and that voice, that wonderful modulation from our moderator, the wonderful, the excellent, the man who makes it safe for us to make it the final mile home. Tim the Terrible, our late night radio DJ, god of the airwaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Gary, thank you for that awesome and beautiful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, as you tuck yourselves in tonight, make sure to check under the beds just one more time. Take a peek inside your closet to make sure there are no monsters or skeletons hiding in there. But most of all, know that the golden and beautiful voices of the Codex station will be here to put you in a soft and sweet slumber. My name is Tim the Terrible. This is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below, in a soft, hushed, wonderful voice, is the Ric Flair of comic books, Uncle Gary. And right next to him is the road manager himself, Dan the Kelly Art. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time.